Hi guys, it's me, Joseph Lemonson again, and for this video that I will be dedicating to the month of Halloween, October 2025, I shall be covering the last of the 28 trilogy of movies called 20 Years Later, and yeah, I gotta say that I was very disappointed with this movie because it left so many things that I want to see, but wasn't what that I was promised that I was not delivered upon. It didn't even touch on it at all. I really didn't like this movie at all, but I'll talk about it as it goes. So, this, the 20 Days Later movies are very awesome. 28 Days Later was really good. 20 Weeks Later was pretty good. And then this movie was an abomination. But let me say why I find it to be an abomination at first. Okay? In the last movie, 20 Weeks Later, we promised like the zombies from the previous two movies and the rage virus will go across the I forgot what to call it, the body of water between the British Isles and the mainland Europe. So I know that's I know that's technically part of the Atlantic Ocean, but they have a special name for it. It's a kind of sounder or something like that, or waterway or something like that. And anyway, it's supposed to cross over. So it's supposed to get like zombies in France, and zombies in Italy, Germany, and Spain too. And then from there they would presumably spread throughout the entire world. So like Africa, Asia, Australia, maybe even the United States and Latin America too. Mexico, all that too. So I was actually really hyped for that. But no, we get no French zombies, no Spanish zombies, no zombies eating a baguette, no them eating escargot or Italian pasta, no nothing, none of that sort. It turns out that in the little text scroll in the beginning of this movie, they have they spread to Europe, but then they were beaten back. It would be nice to be able to see that in any form, whether it be illustrations or or flashbacks of philosophers or whatever the case for, just like snippets of what really happened. The army get involved with the whole battalion of the zombie haters attack it. But we didn't get anything. Well, what we do get is it's a group of kids that are gonna watch Teletubbies. Now, I didn't grow up on Teletubbies, thank the Lord. But that was like a big British type of thing, right? I was assuming for little kids, and they didn't they weren't too happy with it. They were bored stiff of it. Maybe because it was older than was meant for the Teletubbies. But in any case, they go there in a room together. Meanwhile, the parents are like, stay in the room, don't come out. implying that there's a zombie attack about to happen. I believe that this was like during the first wave during 28 days later, that thing, or it could have been during the wave, the rebirth of the wave in the next movie, 28 weeks later. But in any case, they're like, don't open the door for us or anything like that. Now, this might seem all cute and stuff. The kids are watching Teletubbies and this and that and peaceful and stuff. But really, you got some kids in a room in an environment full of zombies and what we're in chicken mutants. What is going through these parents' heads that they're gonna be safe during all this hubbub about the zombie apocalypse? It doesn't seem right. They should be in a more safe and secure location than a living room or a sofa room or whatever. So eventually the zombies do get into the house, and the parents are over there trying to fight them back and losing badly until one kid ends up going to the the door that leads to the rest of the house, like very cautiously about to put ear to it, see if his mom's still alive. And then she ends up, getting, the door ends up getting pounded in by the zombies. Anyway, thing is that when the zombies come into the door, it's like, buffet time, time to eat. Now, I get the idea about them. This movie came out a few years ago, so I'm kind of glad that they're still under the impression that shooting children is okay in a zombie movie, to show that nobody is safe, and that no matter how much you protect the sweet innocent little kids, there's the zombie's favorite, being a nice, innocent, young, tender little morsel of a kid. That's something special. So the kid that was at the door when they came in, you didn't let them in, but he just was there at the time. He got away from the zombies. Well, the zombies eating it. I'm assuming his family and friends and everybody else. The younglings, they kill them all. They kill all the younglings and the women and children too. So anyway, the kid runs away. Sees his mother getting pummeled by zombies. Left, right, and center, puking up everything, blood and guts and everything. She's saying, run away, go find your father. Now, the father is the Anglican priest or something, because I'm pretty sure that in England, those members of the clergy are allowed to get married at some point in their lives. So they get married and have children and stuff. Maybe to avoid any type of allegation of child abuse and whatever. Let off some steam. But in any case, the kid goes to see his father, which is a pastor or priest in their religion. So, because this plague in Britain is God's will or something like that, and goes on to the whole religion thing. He's like, wear this chain forever. And the chain with the cross on it, with Jesus Christ, which, of course, some people might be considered a resurrected zombie in himself. But anyway, they have him doing that, and he told the kid to go under the floorboards where he'd be safe and sound and everything. So the kid goes under the floorboards, witnessed his father getting mauled by zombies, and he's taking it. Whether he believes that he's going to heaven for it or just to protect his own son, I can't say. But anyway, he runs away. Then we get into 20 years later. So that'd be about the same time as it took from the original movie for this one to come out. So I'm like, okay, here we go. It's good again. It's on the old zombie stick that I like so much. So, then we're like, then they have like a settlement going around. And it's like a little settlement that you would hear from this type of zombie infestation type thing. And the kids and the adults are training both neighbors how to do it, how to shoot back the zombies and keep the precious live ones alive still. So that could be expected because, ammo will run out. Machine guns will probably wither and probably rust apart. All weaponry would eventually break down. So that makes sense that they would do I forgot what they call it. RKO, primitivism, where they go back to, symbols of like boiling rose, agriculture, that type of thing. But it comes off as like the Zero Horizon Dawn type scenario, with the main character playing the person with a bow and arrow. So it's supposed to be our hero for the rest of the story. And yet, it also remind me of Kratos with Atreus. Two games I haven't had the honor of playing, but here are really good. God of War 2018 and Zero Horizon Dawn. So anyway, there's that. So the kids go, the people they have to go out there adapt to like without like modern technology, without computers or the internet or anything, cell phones, because the survivors are meant to fend for themselves in Great Britain. So they have like a little island community with like people and stuff. It's kind of like I don't want to say that the Swiss Robertson, the Swiss family Robertson, like I can't really think of anything like that, but it's very similar, very close knit community and stuff. And the mother is ill, not from the actual rage virus, but from other natural causes like cancer and going crazy and stuff like that. And the father and the kid are busy nursing her back to health. It failed, but they have to go on a quest for her doctor, or a doctor to help her out. Along the way, they find a nice training session with a bunch of zombies, where the kids gotta kill zombies. Kind of like a target practice in a video game or something, where you learn the mechanics and stuff. But it's kind of weird because at this point in the kid's life, he's like maybe 15 years old, something around there. You would think he'd be used to this stuff by now. You would think that the training sessions would happen like about maybe 8, 9 years old. He should be used to this by now. He should be killing zombies left and right and center. But they don't. In fact, they kill 2 adult zombies right away. And they don't kill a baby zombie, or I should say an infantile zombie. It's more like a little child. Because they feel bad for her something. Which I think by many asks later on were late, but this could also be like a mirror thing for what happens later on in the film. So anyway, it's time for the kid to go with the mother to go to doctor. I don't know why the plot doesn't go with them. Maybe because of he's sick himself too, or maybe he had to keep track of the house and all that. So anyway, they have to go away, and get along good, going traveling light and making good time to see the doctor. Now, they're led to believe that this whole thing with the mother is like a very weird, very random disease that she might have and all of that. But I know what it is from my own personal experience. We'll be happy to get to that. So anyway, they discover a pregnant zombie woman. And this is where it gets very, very weird. I mean, very strange and very weird. Because she's very pregnant with a kid. And, they like to portray the rage virus to be very similar to AIDS in the way it spreads through humanity. So anyway, they have this thing on like a bus or a long train or something, where the mother actually tries to communicate with this pregnant zombie. And she does this thing where the zombie mother is over there on the sitting upright, we're back to the wall of the train, and she's like holding on her arm, like giving like pain in the birth process, because the baby wants to be born right now. Doesn't want to wait. Which, okay, sad to say, no. For something like this, it's assumed that the woman was pregnant with a child, and then she was bitten by somebody or something and turned into a zombie. It wasn't that she became a zombie, then got pregnant by somebody, because that'd be disgusting and wrong, in so many ways. But yeah, anyway, she's like giving that birth pain and stuff. And then the kid's mother ends up holding her hand and grunting right along with her. Because I guess a mother knows a pain another mother's going through. Which is why I view that, in my view, women are the strongest sex. Because you ever imagine a man going through all this? So anyway, the zombie mother knows what's going on. And it's weird because, because we all led to believe that besides the rage virus, acting like AIDS or HIV, and the way it's spread, it's supposed to take away a person's humanity, which makes sense, being that they will become like animals, like with slow mentality and biting everything that you see and stuff. But for some reason, the zombie mother doesn't take to biting this mother who's trying to help her out. I mean, all she's worried about is the pain of giving birth. Now, this is actually really weird, but when the zombie mother actually gives birth, she dies right there on the spot. I guess because the pain being so bad, and because it's shoving a whole human being in your nether region. But it's quite it's like one of old-fashioned videos with they have the miracle of birth right there, and I need to see that in the movie, but zombies like I can see zombies getting ripped to shreds. I can see people getting ripped to shreds, people bending others, but not this, not in my zombie movie. No, I can understand where they come from, but a little bit of warning would be nice. I'm like, oh my god, are they really gonna do this now? Anyway, I like the fact that when the mother gives birth to this baby, which is normal by the way, uninfected, they show the pregnant belly still on her, which in reality is true to what happens. The baby's the mom's stomach, so they go down for like a couple weeks at least. So I like that aspect of it, and it's also like the reach virus like AIDS too, in that whenever they show that a person is infected with the virus that can't pass on the baby, which is really weird and kind of disturbing. The baby can be born to a zombie mother that's infected with the rage virus. I mean, you would think that either the baby would be infected because the blood is shared with the mother, or could always be that once the baby is born, that zombie mother or the zombies around her would devour the baby. Unfortunately, but I guess she didn't want to go down that route, or it could have been one of those things where it was a carrier for the virus too, like we saw in the other movie. Which, by the way, that little detail about the son being immune to the effects of the virus, that never got brought up again. Well, we know the kid could have gotten shot or something else, something worse. That's never brought up again last time. That was kind of pissy the way they didn't give some measure of hope, but then they took it away from us. So, let's see here. What was I like? Okay, the zombie mother. And the fact that they decided to keep the child for themselves rather than living to die in the wilderness, the exposure and stuff, kind of mirrors the part where they let the zombie child survive, even though he was a pretty little fucker. I mean, how can a zombie get to be that fat? I mean, it's like a little bubble. Look about the size of my chair back there. Or it looked like one of Reed monsters from Dante's Inferno, the game. So then we meet Samson, which is pretty much the baby's father and presumably her husband the zombie mother. He was a very big guy with a big beard. Kind of like Rob Coop, the man that died last year or the year before. My close friend. And also remind me of Robbie Coltrane. Hagrid. Or Dr. Vic. So anyway, this guy is a big loser. He even shoots an arrow or two into his torso. He shrugs it off. It's like, what's this? And he inks it out. But turns out that he's in cahoots with the doctor. I have no idea why he decided to keep this big barbarian looking guy around where he did. But yeah. Apparently he's made that the son, the little baby, was fine. Because like with HIV and AIDS, if the mother has it, it's not always a guarantee that the kid will have it too. So there's something to Okay. Now, next part is that they end up going together with the doctor and with Simpson, and that I thought that the doctor was played by Ben Kingsley, but it turned out to be Ralph Fiennes. Now I love Ralph Fiennes, an excellent actor. Most often playing the villain or someone that's deeply disturbed. Like I found the main chef from The Menu, as well as the crazy Nazi from the Schindler's List, as well as Lord Voldemort. But he plays a good doctor in this. He looks more like a witch doctor to me, but that's beyond the point. He has Simpson by his side, which will come and bite him in the ass, literally in the movie. Now, it's also important to note that Simpson is completely nude, like completely frontally nude, and I really didn't need to see that. I did not want to see a zombie penis. First, you got the woman over there that was naked and topless, giving birth to a baby right there in the bus or the train or whatever it was, and that was disturbing. This is the least thing you see a zombie dick. That takes cake. Okay, this must have been easily a rated R movie, not for the zombie violence and zombie killing and stuff like that, but just the amount of nudity in it was just disturbing me. This guy was big. Like, I mean, he was so big that if the zombie were to count him, it could probably whack him in the head with his little member. That's how big he was. The thing you should have a license to carry that thing around. like a goddamn nightstick. Damn. I guess it must be true that tall men are packing. So anyway, where would the next movie go? Would it involve full-on zombie and zombie action? Triple X for late night shows? That'd probably be the next step. But still, I mean, come on here. What the fuck? I mean, Simpson is the beautiful stud of a zombie man. the woman was a beautiful son of a woman. So this is one step away from having a zombie porn reference in it somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised if they have zombie porn on TV in this world. So anyway, the kid and his own mother go to the doctor, and he just like his Jedi feeling around and whatever on the mother and stuff. He just like her aura. He touches her like energy field and whatever on her. And then he finds out that she has cancer and that it metastasized other organs of her body. This is very similar to what happened with my mother, because I know that she had breast cancer, and the guy even said that when the breast cancer, and that shifted to other parts of her body, possibly her brain. That's why she's acting all weird and not all there and kind of spacey and that kind of thing. So anyway, my mom and I have brain cancer, but a person knows that from my experience, I did that when you have a person that acting like this, you're gonna have cancer somewhere, and that probably spread through her body, unfortunately. So without any proper medications or any type of surgical tools, he has to unfortunately die in the movie. So everyone's upset and stuff, which is proper, but the way she walks away, it's kind of like when my mother had to walk away in more of a spiritual sense, but she walked away like in the movie Ghost. And unfortunately, we get more stupid shit right after the emotional walking away to go to your death type of thing. So anyway, they come back to a kid, and it's an awesome tower of skulls that lead up to the top. It's kind of like a memorial for the deceased, and it's kind of weird. It's surrounded by little other pillars that I don't know what it's made of, but he has the kid do like he pick up the skull. He picks up the skull like this. I'm sorry, Mom. And then he kisses the skull too, which is pure white because the guy obviously cleaned it with very much detail. And it's unknown how long the skull has been sitting there, like how much of because the thing is bare, there's no flesh or blood on it or anything, so it's been sitting there for a couple of days at least, letting the fire ants get to it. Whatever England has over there. So he goes there and he kisses the thing. I felt I would do like Allah for your I knew him well and that kind of thing. But then he said that's how him put this skull wherever you want and it'll be there forever. So he puts it in his stomach, and it's like little, he makes like a pouch out of it, as it's where it puts the skull into it. but not before he carries it to the pillar at crotch level. And then he's all crying so that they put the thing into his belly pouch there. So, if I had done it with my mother's skull, I know she'd be waiting in heaven and say, "What the fuck did you do with my body? What did you do with my head? You naughty boy. Go straight to hell for that. For desecrating my perfect skull." So in any case, the kid ends up climbing to get the pillar of a dead skull heads. It reminds me of a joke from Tiny Toons, like it's a Mrs. Skullhead show, and he puts her on top of the skull that's mountain of skulls, and then he put on the cup. He turned the head toward the sunrise after like an hour worth of climbing. It's like, dude, this is not sad. It's pathetically amusing. I mean, the fact that they're really trying to get on they're trying to really try to get to the violin and the violin music. This isn't sad. This is really stupid and really funny at the same time. I felt like doing the voice of the Halo guy saying, "Triple kill, overkill, you win." And that was just so funny. It's so dumb. So anyway, when they keep coming down, and it turns out that during the night, Simpson got cranky again. So he starts chasing after the two people, the two guys, the doctor and the kid. So then he's like he starts chasing them, and then they go on the ground, trying to avoid Simpson. So then Simpson picks him up through the ground because he's a big boy, and he starts pounding him against the roof of the place, the little couple hole that they got in there, which could also be mirrored what happened in the beginning with the kid in the church, on the underground of the church. So anyway, that was like really funny, and the kid actually does stick Simpson in the arm with like a tranquilizer or something from the good doctor, and the good doctor actually stays put with Simpson, this gigantic Hulk of a juggernaut of a zombie or rage monster, and I think that doctor had given Simpson some tranquilizer to calm him down a lot, so he can walk side by side with him and not get clubbed by his giant weapon. So anyway, it's that's very funny. So he stays behind with this guy. This is the only friend in the world, and I think that he let the kid take the baby with him. So then he goes over to he's on his own, and he decides not to go home because he probably forgets that there's nothing for him over there. So then he ends up going to the house, and he going to the way there, and he gets fought by a few zombies. And then a few of them after that come and follow him. So then he goes back and he pinned up against a wall. And he's shooting the zombies in the head. Which was good because he froze up in the first encounter with them way back when in the beginning of the movie. So he's grown up a lot. So anyway, he finds out that he's outnumbered. Not even the trees can get that many rage monsters at once. So they get this guy climb up on the ridge of the wall area, and he said, you're outnumbered and outgunned, but I have people that will help you out. So he let the kid let him help out, and they had the most time sticking zombies in the back with spears, a Garrett wire, if somebody can get to my net. Again, there's lots of boobies in there. There's also boobs, also other weapons, if you will. So yeah, this is a very horny movie. Very horny indeed. We might have a first movie in the zombie porn genre. So anyway, they show that. And at the end of the zombie massacre, they have the main guy. He's down to meet the boy and become friends with him. And then on his necklace, on his pimpin' necklace with like three other gold chains on there. And I'm upside down cross. Get much more of a reference to what happened in the first part of the movie with the priest being assaulted by countless nice wave of rage monsters. So that it was like he was trying to pass it off as like a whole event, by God knows that. Where this guy was like, no, there is no God here. This is the work of the Antichrist and Satan himself. So then it's also revealed that that guy is the kid from the first part of the movie, but grown up. Whereas we are led to believe that this kid's father was actually him grown up. But I guess the blonde hair can't give it away. So anyway, the movie ends with them shaking hands and then becoming friends. And I'm assuming the baby survived at the end too. And yeah, this was a weird entry in the whole zombie genre movies and the 20 trilogy, I should say. It was definitely odd. You could definitely see that it was going for something differently than the first two movies. It was more of a rural country, like a smaller stakes than the big bombastic invasion and infection by rage monsters. And it was definitely odd. Definitely more graphic as far as sexuality goes. I don't know why the person that made this movie, that directed it, didn't wear the women and the men zombies to cover up or do something to be a little more biased with their naughty bits hanging out. But it was very weird. Very, very strange. The Burger team reminded me that. I'm gonna make a joke. where she said, look, Louis, it looks like Francine is blowing a bubble out of her room area down there. So yeah, I did not need to see that. I didn't need to see a woman giving live birth on TV. That was a little much for my zombie case. And if you ever not want to have kids, this is the movie to show them. See, you wanna know where baby come from? Well, this is it. By the way, I like the fact that when they instantly Vegas, they say, "Oh, a fairy came down from Cabbage Patch to give our parents something special." And when they said, "Our parents had sex," just cool again, without any hint of tone of sarcasm or whatever. So it's also implied in this movie that because they shook hands and they became friends, that maybe, just maybe, it may be the future of this franchise. Hopefully we'll get to see zombie on zombie sex, or wherever, with other movies it was implied that people had to have sex to produce other human beings in time of need and an emergency. But in this one, it's very, very, very disturbing. As if they were trying to update the ante on creepy and wrong imagery, and they probably figured to do other things that nobody else done with zombies before. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I mean, we've seen zombies and rage monsters with clothing on, but this is just too much. In other words, too little clothing. But yeah, the future does seem interesting with these zombie movies, and I hope to make a little side story with each character in them. You know, this would be interesting. Oh, I would like to say thank you for watching my video on 20 years later. I have no idea what the next time frame will be for the next 20 decades later, or 20 millennia later, or eons, or whatever the case is. But yeah, we're very weird. We're set in the rural area of the forest and the countryside of England rather than the big cityscape. But it was very bizarre, this movie. Some of the things that were put in place, almost too weird, even for me. I like Beetlejuice, although weird when they added and all that. But I like that kind of stuff, so it was very, very weird. But yeah, the next video that I will be dedicating to Halloween month will be kind of a bonus video, because now it's past 12, but I've been doing so many videos to do with Halloween and spookiness and creepiness, I figured that the next one will be a bonus video on Jurassic Park Lost World, which is a redo from my first time I did it years ago, but it was erased. So yeah, I did this video on 20 years later for my month of Halloween. Now, October 2025. No. Should I put this this movie is good, but there's a lot of this in it. So it's kind of like a 50-50 shot. Because I love the other two movies, but this one just so different, so bizarre. And so much is liberal in this one that it's kind of this. I mean, you would, with the thing with the clothes, I would assume that 20 years of wearing the same clothes would make them away, and all the wear and tear around and eat flesh and stuff would make clothes away, but it could easily get around somehow. They wear like thongs or shirts or something like that. Anyway, yeah, this movie is kind of rough to sit through. So, yeah, if you like what you see here and you want any more of my videos, you can always like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. You can also comment my future information on my future stuff by calling me or texting me at 621-707-3707. If you want, you can also reach me by following me on Twitter at PNelsonPro. Also, you can get my email at jjunichannel@gmail.com. So, as to all the people who like all 28 movies, 28 movies in the franchise, as well as anyone that likes zombie movies, these movies are very fun. And the last one's kind of weird. And I'd like to also say peace out, my brothers and sisters. Just ghouls and goblins for Halloween. Have a happy and safe Halloween. I'll see you in the next video. Oh, you girls and guys in Interland. Ta-ta. Sayonara. I'll be the same. Arrivederci. Ciao, ciao.